The Banner Saga 3 releases next month, the final chapter in Stoich's mythological Norse epic. Given that it's been 2 years since the second installment was released, we've been playing the game to offer you some tips to help you get back into the swing of things. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and check back for more PC gaming content. Puny humans take up just one square on the Banner Saga's battle grids, making them easy to maneuver. However, they're far from the only creatures on the battlefield. Enormous Varl take up a total of 4 squares, and while they pack quite a punch, they can easily get in one another's way during a fight. The same goes for enemy units, who can occupy either 1 or 4 squares. To make the most of your attacking opportunities in battle, make sure that you can always move your characters towards their intended target. You'll also want to ensure individual human units don't block their gigantic Varl allies, especially in close quarters combat, and use larger units to make it more difficult for enemies to move around the map. As well as enemy units, the Banner Saga 3 puts plenty more blockades in your way. You'll have to contend with destructible barriers, but there are also fire pits which will sap the strength of your units if they pass over them. On top of that, warped units that dwell in the darkness collapse into dust when you destroy them, which stays on that square in the grid for the rest of the battle. Your units will lose willpower if they move through that dust, but enemies will gain strength if they pass over their fallen allies. Make sure you know where your next move will take you, but plan for your enemies' moves as well. While it's tempting to wade into battle with a horde of giant Varl, you'll soon find yourself outmaneuvered by faster units. At the same time, you might want to pepper your enemies with archers, but mighty Dredge units will make short work of your weaker allies. The Banner Saga 3 offers more access to different types of unit than ever before, with Varl, humans, Horseborn and even Dredge all playable as members of your squad. There are also a variety of different unit types, with melee-focused tanks, ranged human units and even support-themed characters. Make sure to use multiple unit types as often as possible to earn victory in battle. It might seem obvious, but it's easy to forget that promoting and empowering your units gives access to better stats and special skills. Whenever you promote a unit, you can increase their stats, making them a more potent threat in battle. Once a unit reaches level 11, you can choose an epithet for them, which grants them even more passive bonuses. Once you've maxed any given stat, you can start developing skills further, picking 1 of 2 skills for each stat you develop to its full extent. For strong Varl units, you might decide to increase their critical hit chance, while weaker ranged units might benefit from the opportunity to avoid damage to armor, or even dodge attacks altogether. Every character in the Banner Saga starts each level with a predetermined amount of willpower that they can use to empower their attacks and perform special abilities. Willpower is a finite resource, and characters will run out of it during each battle. However, the benefits it offers can be significant, especially when you're using those aforementioned abilities. If you run out of willpower for a particular character, remember you can earn it back by killing enemy units and then using the war horn at the top of the battle screen to help you out in a pinch. Deep in the all-consuming darkness, Mender Juno and her mercenary allies the Ravens don't have access to bonus willpower. Instead, for every enemy they kill, they earn a stack of energy up to a cap of 3. This energy allows you to cast a chain lightning spell, which can jump between enemy units, dealing 1 strength damage to the target unit it strikes every time it's cast. Some careful positioning, however, means that your lightning can jump to adjacent units, dealing bonus damage if you use it at the right time. Just make sure not to accidentally damage your allies. This is a standard Banner Saga tip, but it's worth reiterating time and time again. The game relies on 2 different HP systems. Every character has both strength and armor gauges. Reduce a unit's strength to 0 and they'll be out for the count. But if they've still got loads of armor, particularly late in a level, they'll have an easy time of limiting your own damage output. Not only will they take less damage from successful hits, your chance to hit them will also drop. When that happens, you run the risk that a blow will simply glance off their armor, essentially wasting an entire turn. Those are our 7 tips for the Banner Saga 3. If you think we've missed anything out, let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.